The raw truth of the Ponzi. This addresses the core of the lie and how one pays for past mistakes with future hope. The financial term is a Ponzi scheme.
That's right.
You just didn't want that money, baby. Your vibration didn't align with the transaction.
He stole my purse and then told me I needed to thank him for helping me declutter.
That man ain't manifesting a Tesla. He's manifesting a restraining order.
Exactly. And what did he say when I brought up the rent? He said, let's pivot the narrative and focus on abundance.
That ain't abundance, baby. That's broke.
That's when I realized toxic positivity is the ultimate weapon. It is. It is the cosmic
It's the new hustle.
With a gleaming skyscraper but no foundation, and Ledger was the only one signing the checks.
Sis, can we pause right there? That emotional bank account concept, it's not just Ledger's story, it's the whole relationship economy. They come in with a high emotional valuation, all promise and potential, but then the market crashes 3 years in. And Ledger is officially in the red. Look, the classic financial theory on loves: security, commitment, long-term dividends.
What is happening to this bill?
It seems to be on fire.
I can see that. Is this a joke?
I'll have the finest vintage of validation.
A month without dreams, just for tonight?
I'll have the finest vintage of validation.
A month of dreams? That's the price?
It's worth it.
Girl, you ever look at your bank account and it looks back at you like it don't even know who you are?
Oh, all the
It's a scary thing.
Right. Yeah.
We joke about it because if we didn't, we'd be crying in the middle of the grocery store over some generic cereal, robbing Peter to pay Paul. But see, Peter is tired, and Paul is outside with a baseball bat.
See, this is when you're a professional liar. Because in a Ponzi scheme, you take a little bit of hope from tomorrow to pay for the mistake you made yesterday, while you're standing in the middle of the room smiling like you got it all figured out, even though you know the wind is coming.
That's a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
You're staying because you're scared to admit you wasted time.
But staying is just compounding the interest on your unhappiness.
They use your reserves to fund their lifestyle, their ambitions, their very being.
He's a Ponzi scheme in a pair of high water Zara chinos.
And eventually the lie gets too big to fit in the room and it crushes you.
The raw truth of the Ponzi. This addresses the core of the lie.
Paul don't know none of y'all! Stay majestic.
You out here running a Ponzi scheme on your own heartbeat, girl. You're using Saturday's joy to pay for Monday's funeral. And the bill collector is the first one at the wake. Because in a Ponzi scheme, you take money from one source to cover the losses or promises you made to another while pretending everything is fine, even though the whole structure is unstable. And eventually it collapses because the math ain't mathing. Sound familiar? Exactly.
Look, I see you. You're out here trying to do the Lord's work with a man who thinks washing his face is an optional Tuesday activity. I can change him workshop. Your soul has a cash flow mismatch. You're giving out 100% to everybody else, but your own tank is sitting on E. And you can't push a car that ain't got no engine, honey.
Can't push a car that ain't got no engine.
So like he doesn't have a job and he lives in his car. That's a project, right?
A project, that's a whole infrastructure bill. Peter is tired. Paul is standing on the corner in his socks because you even took his shoes to cover the interest.
Ladies, if your man feels less like a partner and more like an overdrawn account at a bank that's about to get bailed out, it's time to close the branch. They promise you dividends, but then you check the balance and it's just negative capital and a text that says you up at 2 a.m. It's a scam. He's literally paying with his soul. The waiter's going to come back and say, "I'm sorry, sir. Your peace of mind has been declined. Do you have any childhood memories you'd like to put on a payment plan?" The man is going broke in his spirit. He's going to be a zombie by dessert. He's trading his future for a like on a photo of his own misery. He traded his REM cycle for a woman who's already checking her Instagram to see if the lighting's better at the next table.
Look at this man. He's literally paying with his soul. I'm sorry, sir. Your peace of mind is been... No, wait. There must be a mistake. Do you have any childhood memories you'd like to put on a payment plan?
I can't with the volatile stocks anymore.
You up?
It's a scam, a whole emotional fire fest.
Hey, big head.
Stop falling for the sunk cost fallacy, everyone. Both men and women are over leveraged. Exactly. You feel compelled to stay because you've already lost so much, believing you have to make the investment worthwhile. However, you're just throwing good energy after bad. The charts clearly show a total loss. While you might regret losing the time or money you put in, the greater cost of staying is your very life and well-being. Look, girl, I see you. You're out here trying to diversify your emotional portfolio, but you're really just out here struggling. Oh, stop it. We're talking about the sunk cost fallacy that I've already put in 3 years and $2,000 in therapy, so I might as well stay energy solvency. Girl, I get it. You're trying to mix up your emotional investments, but let's be real. You're actually just straight up struggling. Okay, I hear you. Honestly, it's giving bankruptcy. Bye, girl. Look, you spent 3 years and your edges are gone. Excuse you? You're holding on to investments that are clearly all wrong. His credit is trash and his love is a loan. Why are you still picking up when he calls on the phone? Bars.
But I just need one more coat. I look awful. Chloe, we are already 30 minutes late. Let's go. I just can't get this right. Look at me. Hurry up, we're gonna be late. But I look awful. Just come on.
So I'm sitting here with my tea, wondering why some people think it's okay to critique something they don't understand. I mean, seriously.
You are literally over-leveraged in a man who still uses a 2-inch-1 shampoo.
Are we done with the bathroom concert? Because the math ain't mathing.
I can change him. The I can change him workshops.
That initial investment was a trap, Chloe. You're not losing time by leaving. You're buying back your life.